Welcome back to Soccer Card United. This is the number one soccer card podcast on the planet, on Zoom for the second consecutive episode for a different reason this time. This time it's because I have COVID.
Ooh.
Hi, Enzo.
Hello, Jason.
Tested positive for COVID this morning, so I said, listen, studio's closed, we got to go on Zoom.
I respect it. Can I just... You're recording, are you? Yeah?
I'm recording, yeah.
You didn't ask me if I was recording, and we didn't do a clap, but I am recording.
Okay. Should we do a clap now to sync the audio live on air?
Okay, let's do it.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Now, I've been hearing that the audio has been out of sync for some time now.
Who said that?
There's a few people I see on our DM saying, hey, Jason, just letting you know, the YouTube video and the audio are not aligned. And I say to myself, they're doing a great job.
The YouTube video and audio syncing is something that continues to mystify me.
Because it wasn't a problem for a long time.
No, I had the offset
fixed.
It was synced up, and now I don't know what's happened. It's unsynced itself, and I need to go back in there, and maybe I just updated something and the settings reset, or I don't know. But
Here,
yeah.
You have COVID.
I have COVID, yeah.
Again, the second time.
Yeah, got it in June. Didn't get it at all before 2022.
Then you got it in June. So what do you start getting a bit reckless in June, was it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I got it in June. I know where I got it this time.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I got mine. I had it once. I got it in March, and I got it in Charlie's.
Yeah, not the only disease that flows in that restaurant. So I feel okay, but I've got a scratchy throat. I recognized it. I recognized the symptoms from the last time.
Yeah. No, I'm hearing that this new strain of the COVID virus, Jason. I'm hearing that it's much faster because obviously you interacted with it on Friday and it's Monday and you already have test positive.
Yeah,
it didn't used to be like that.
No.
So they're saying it has adapted, Jason. It has adapted to be a faster spreader.
It seems this is whatever strain's going around now seems to be very, very virulent. Not. I don't feel as bad as I felt last time I had it, but it's only early days. Maybe
it's early. I was going to say, don't get too.
The peak is a couple of days away.
Yeah, you should have antibodies, but I don't know how much you still be.
Well, I thought I had antibodies, but I don't know. Obviously not strong enough.
But this is troublesome because we have 3 card shows coming up, Jason. And now it's COVID-y season again. Like, what if one of us gets COVID? I know you have it right now, and you have 11 days to get better before Paris, which should be okay.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Anguish on your face. So, but like, so you're out Friday being a madman?
No, I wasn't out Friday being a madman. I just saw my family. Turns out one of them had it.
Oh no!
Yeah,
that's very sad.
Very bad. So it's all kicking off, but no one. The thing is, no one's particularly sick. It's confusing because when it was, I think that's what happens is like the mild strains last longer because the serious strains kill everyone that they spread to. That's like what happens with a virus I think a virus over time.
Yeah, if a virus is very successful, then it's not actually going to spread because it's killing everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. So over time, the most virulent, the most deadly strains become less common.
This is now the number one healthcare podcast.
That's right. We did a bit of virology on the show now.
Yeah. Listen. I'm a biomedical engineer by trade, so
this is all in your wheelhouse.
I'm not going to say listen to what we're saying. I'm not saying take it into account, but I'm not a fish out of water here. Good. Just about.
And how are you feeling health wise?
I'm good. I actually have a small tickle, but it's unrelated to COVID. It's unrelated to COVID. It's annoying though.
Yeah.
Arguably worse than COVID. I have an annoying tickle.
That's right. Mine is just potentially fatal.
But I'm doing well. I was recently at a dear friend of mine's engagement party.
And how do you feel about getting to the stage of life where
friends are getting engaged?
Yeah.
It's nice. I think it's nice. I didn't have it was a cocktail attire outfit, Jason, and I was chatting to you about it. I didn't have it. And cocktail attire is so weird because it's essentially wear a suit but dress it down. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't really have
wear a suit but be cool about it. Don't.
Yeah. So that was not as easy a task as it sounds. And I went about my business. I think the party was Saturday. Yeah. I got my outfit on Thursday because I've been very busy. Thursday, I hit Dundrum, Jason.
Yeah.
I was there for maybe an hour and I got it together. I got my outfit together and I killed it.
Great.
I killed it.
You felt confident?
No, I compliments galore, let me tell you.
Wow.
And I
Very
killed
good.
it. I looked in the room and I said, "Oh yeah, I did it."
You looked around. And you
Yeah, I looked around. And I said, "I did it.
There's no one here that could say that you didn't
I didn't do
show
it."
up. Yeah.
So that was very good.
Well, congratulations.
And I didn't get COVID. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
Um.
But no, it feels nice to be at that stage. People are getting engaged. I think it's grand. Like,
Yeah.
no problem.
People are getting engaged, and we're going to 3 card shows in a month.
It's a bit different.
It's a bit different. Stages of life, isn't it?
Yeah, people are. I think it's similar to footballers. People have different trajectories in their own life.
Everyone matures at a different rate.
I didn't. Can I say it was actually such a brilliant engagement party? I turned to some of my friends there and I said, you know what's funny? We're probably going like when we get engaged. Should we get engaged? It's going to be like probably a few years, several years down the line.
Yeah.
But I already know our engagement party won't be anywhere near.
Oh, it was like a next level affair.
Oh, it was very fancy. It was lovely.
Wow.
Now we got
Now listen, we could sit here and diagnose the reasons, but that's not what this podcast is
about. But we could. I was going to say, give me a few years and a bit of preparation time. I definitely could whip something up.
Yeah.
The international engagement party.
Yeah.
But it was great. It was great. I don't know why I don't feel that kind of oh my god, this is happening.
Well, I think
it might take 2 engagements to get me there.
Exactly. It's like a difference between like a group of a number of your friends start getting engaged, but then also there's sometimes where you look at a couple or a person and you go, yeah, but they're kind of, that makes sense for them.
Yeah. And like the wedding won't be for a few years because they're gonna wait to see if it
works out.
No. If she goes to the Olympics.
Oh my! Don't give away the identity. Don't dox her now.
I'm not dox. That's all I've said. The Olympic. Like, come on.
But
is that
not that many Olympic athletes?
Yeah, but it wasn't a secret engagement. No, but like that's the thing. Right. Isn't that funny that's like okay?
That's a consideration.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man. So that's why
if I ever get engaged, I'm going to use that excuse. I'm going to say,
I'm going to wait a few years in case I go to the Olympics.
I might go to the Olympics. I might pull together that shot put career. So let's not do anything
hastily.
Yeah. Let's just wait and see if I end up going to the Olympics.
That's really funny.
If I take home the gold. Maybe if I started now.
You could do the high jump, maybe. Because you're tall already. Does that not give you an advantage? I
can kind of just do like the step over.
That's what I'm saying.
Step over it, yeah.
It's not really a high jump for you. It's just a jump.
Maybe the long jump. Because I could just, if I just went the length of my own body.
Oh my god!
Is
that world record?
Be mightily impressive.
Yeah, so I don't know. So no, I'm not freaking out. But probably when somebody else gets engaged, I might go whoa, because I definitely the dominoes are falling. Surely.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens, isn't it? People see stuff and they go, "I want now." They won't admit that they want it.
Yeah. Now everyone's getting down on their knee.
Yes.
Oh my God. Exactly. That's shocking.
So we have on the program today.
Sorry.
One of the most disjointed episodes of Soccer United that you'll ever hear.
Oh, if you haven't already gauged that by our opening.
Yeah. Hobby HQ doesn't even really have any news, but I do have a fun exercise for us.
Okay. There might have been news, by the way, that we missed.
There might have been news, but we recorded on Friday. So because of that.
And then you went off partying and got COVID.
That's right, yeah. So
that's
an accurate depiction of what happened. So yeah, go ahead.
No, it doesn't matter.
Right. I saw the Jude Bellingham, Pedri, Musiala debate going on, and I think this was a Special One Cards who was put together like a cool Pedri Jude comparison graphic, and was saying basically that compared to Pedri, Jude is undervalued. There's a Pedri hole, and I put it on our Instagram story and said, "There's a reason we called it the Jude class."
Ooh,
right.
That was coined in your back garden, Jason. Would you believe?
I wouldn't believe that. I don't remember. It was a blur.
In the dark.
And then I was thinking, we never gave names to the other years.
Oh, you want to go back?
We just did. I want to go back and forward because we have 1 season forward and 2 seasons back to do.
Oh my god!
So I'll go. So I have the Jude class for 2020-21.
Yeah, right? Fair.
2019-20 Haaland.
Do you know what's funny? I feel like at the time Ansu Fati was the bigger chase.
Definitely. At the time, definitely, yeah.
Because I think it was also just clearer. He had a Barcelona kit on. It was fine.
Yeah.
Haaland was a little bit like, ooh, but okay, we can call it the Haaland class.
Well, I'd call it the Haaland
Fati class because
Well, no, there
It
can't be
was,
two because no,
but
no,
it
there can't
was
be
just
two.
two people in the class.
Oh, but there can't be.
Like, are you going to call the other one the Joao Felix class or the Sancho class? Sancho class. It has to be the Sancho
No,
class.
it's neither of those.
Well, what year are they? 18, 19?
18, 19. Yeah, it's two different people.
I'm confused. Oh no, you're okay. You're going for the optics.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
was just
yeah, yeah,
thinking
yeah.
Chrome. I was
Top
thinking
Scrum.
Chrome.
No, 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 no.
My apologies. I know where you're
That's all
going.
right.
Vini Jr. and Phil Foden was it?
That's right. That's right.
Ah, look, I'm ruining it. All right, continue. Tell me what
Anyway,
you're
so
thinking.
I think 2019, 20. If we say because we say sometimes the Haaland year, that's what I'm thinking. We've said the Haaland year before.
Okay.
So then does that turn into the Haaland class?
I would personally like. I would have maybe at the time. I definitely would have called it Haaland Fatty class, but obviously Haaland is the big star. From it.
Yeah, it's obviously not, it's not fair to name it like a year and a half later, but just for clarity, because I
Yeah,
think
that's true.
you know,
I get it
right.
because
So
I have this is a
that's an
Ansu
Ansu
Fati
Fati. Yeah,
refractor.
okay.
I still have high hopes for
At
little
the time,
Ansu.
it was a big deal.
Oh, it's about $100 now. It's actually not doing too bad.
That's, considering what's happened since then, it's pretty good. Right. So we got Jude class 2021, Haaland 2019-20, and then for 2021-22, I was thinking Gavi
Oh yeah,
because he's the only one really that.
but you have Gavi, you have Elanga. Now I'm not comparing them in
Yeah,
terms
yeah,
of their
yeah, yeah,
quality,
yeah.
but in terms of star name, kind of
Mm,
Elanga was a big deal. Cole Palmer, the likes of that, but it's definitely
true.
the Gavi class.
Yeah, it has to be the Gavi class.
I don't think there's a question.
No, I don't think anyone would fight us on that.
No,
So then the one so all right, so we got Haaland, Jude, Gavi, and then kind of we were buying wax of all of those as they kind of came out.
yeah,
But
if we could get him.
2018, 19, I don't think I definitely wasn't buying wax when it came out. I don't think I've ever even bought maybe some Chronicles or something. But 2018, 19, as you said, you have Jadon Sancho and Joel Felix in the Chrome, leading kind of the Chrome class.
Yeah,
And at the time, Sancho
was the biggest name.
was the $100 million man.
Mm.
But now I think it's kind of between Vini Jr. and Foden if you go over to the Panini side, the rated rookies.
Yeah, the
You've got
optics.
Kai Havertz in there as well, like and all that. But I think it's between Foden and Vinny. So then I was like, I should look at those prices, see what their prices are like.
But I'm trying to think, like at the time, if we named it at the time, it would have been the Sancho or the Joao Felix class.
You'd assume so, yeah. Because at the time, Vinny Jr. was not producing numbers.
No, and it took a while for Foden to get the respect. We knew he had that quality, but it took I think it took a brace against Liverpool, and then everyone started going crazy.
Yeah.
But in this day and age, I'd probably say, oh, I don't know, the
I'll
Vini
show you
Jr.
some. Let me show you some sales.
Because Vini Jr. is obviously an attacker. I know that Foden's playing winger as well, but like if you're telling me which one of them is going to have a better career,
Yeah.
that's a tough one because Foden's so talented.
Um,
Jesus, is that an actual 101?
the Vinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So the Vinny for the listener, right? We're looking at some Vinny sales. These are
We're on the
from.
right. I'm very surprised at that price on the right. That's a good price for
It's
an
a
out of
really good
10.
price. Yeah. So we're looking at Vinny Jr. sales. These are from Golden. Golden had higher Vinny Jr. sales than PWCC and eBay. So you have this one from the 21st of August this year. The die cut from 2018-19 Donruss, and 6 of 10 went for $9,840. That's a very good sale.
That's good.
And then I was completely shocked by this record Vinny Jr. sale.
The Panini trebles just randomly went crazy.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable. I believe this is from this is backwards. So it's the 5th of June 2022. You have the 101 from 2018-19 treble, Vinicius Jr. rookie in a BGS 9.5 for $37,000.
That's crazy.
That's mental. Now I suppose he had just starred in the Champions League for Real Madrid and all that stuff, but still crazy. I thought.
You know, like the Panini treble, when I first bought my Vinny Juniors, people told me no one likes Panini treble. It's an ugly set. It's terrible, blah, blah, blah. And I thought they were really cool. And then I was like, oh. And then when they eventually had the boom, I literally had to go and dig mine out of a top loader and try to find it. Well, I just think, like, for me, the Donruss optic, the Donruss is way cooler.
Yeah.
it's more equivalent to a Topps Chrome or to a Prism, I think, than Panini Treble.
And it has that rated rookie thing as opposed to just a rookie shield. Yeah.
It's just really cool. They're both cool, but I just even think the image of Vini Jr. It's a really nice rookie card to have. I'm surprised by that because it's PSA 10 and it's of 10, and it's just like an of 10, as we said, like an of 10 from a set where there's so much base and there's so much, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just that seems like a really cheap. But I mean, the market's a bit flat. But yeah,
I wonder what that if the 1 of 1 from Donruss was pulled. I wonder what it would do. I don't know if it has been pulled. I don't know who has it. These are just sales that I got from
Okay.
And then Foden, I found biggest sales on PWCC. And the biggest one that I could see was
Gold
Prism of 10, PSA 10 for $6,829.
But the one beside it is most interesting to me.
Yeah, because the Prism is actually a year after the rookie.
Yeah, that I don't like. I think Gold Prism is important or whatever. But
yeah.
That Donruss is of 99, is it?
Yeah, of 99 PSA 10. So there has to be a bigger sale than that.
No, but I'm saying compare an of 99 PSA 10 to an of 10 PSA 10, and the price is just about double. But like that's crazy.
Yeah,
like the Foden's either too expensive or the Vini Jr. is way underrated. Obviously, auctions, anything can happen.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're comparing the of 10 Vini Jr.
The of 10 is way too cheap.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Strange, isn't it? So these two to me seem like they're the leading.
Who would you pick though as the?
Well, you can see here before the show, I've written what I thought was the undisputed one, and then I haven't been able to decide on these two. I don't know. Personally, I think if you're looking at like who has a chance of like winning a Ballon d'Or or something first, I think Vini Jr. does.
Foden could. I mean, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I just don't see it. Like, because especially like I can see Vini Jr. starring for Brazil easier than I can see Phil Foden starring for Gareth Southgate's England.
That's true. The Vini class.
I think it's the Vini class, but the crazy thing is that I only think that based on last season.
Yeah, no, I get you. Like, if it was back in the day, we wouldn't have put his name in the hat.
No way.
Would have been the Sancho class.
Yeah.
But then should it be the Sancho class?
Should it be the Sancho class? I suppose it's why are you naming? What are you naming them for? Are you naming them for the best player to come out of them, or are you naming them for like who was the big deal at the time?
When we named the Jude class, for starters, it was mainly because there was so many rookies we needed to just deal with it. And it was hard to say.
We were saying 2020, 2021 all the time, yeah.
Too much. 2020, 2021, it was just too much. Whereas the other ones like 19 and 20, 18 and 19. So they don't even need a name, Jason, is the thing. Yeah, I think at the time it would have been a Sancho class. People kind of would have known because Sancho's in both products as well. A rated rookie and a Topps Chrome.
That's true. That's
so
true.
It's kind of very clean.
Yeah.
I think he's the only one of them that is in both.
I think so. Yeah.
So,
what I like about it is what I like about the Sancho class.
No Vini Jr. in Topps Chrome that year.
I don't think so. I think his first Topps Chrome was the year after.
Crazy.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. The thing about it is, I like that if you call it the Sancho class, that kind of contains a little bit of wisdom in it. It's like,
oh yeah.
It's like it doesn't always work out. For instance, back in 2018-19, we would have called that the Sancho class.
And look at Vini Jr.
And look what happened to him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's not always the ones you think.
I would have loved if we had our podcast going at that point.
Yeah.
How we would have deconstructed that rookie class. Because we didn't rate Sancho, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I think the market would have been like Sancho. We probably would have been losing our shit about Felix.
Yeah. Definitely.
We would have been criticizing Vini Jr. and I think we would have given flowers to Phil Foden, but we would have been like English, so be careful a little bit because sometimes they're overhyped. But Pep had said enough things about Foden that kind of had everyone.
And at that stage as well, it wasn't clear what like Phil Foden, because he wouldn't send him out on loan.
Yeah, so it was like, what are they doing with him?
Yeah, what's going to happen to him? He's going to keep him playing bit parts all his life. But no, Pep knew what he was doing, it turns out. So yeah, I don't know. I thought maybe here's what we do. The listeners can write in and tell us
what class,
who the 2018-19 should be named
them
after.
Four.
Between Sancho, Felix, No one's going to say Felix, but Sancho, Felix, Vini, and Foden. Yeah,
or Havertz. It would have
or
never been called the
Havertz.
Havertz. I don't think they're ever going to give a German the name of the class.
No,
I don't believe it, unless they're not in the Bundesliga at the time. I just feel like I don't know. Jude Bellingham, because he's English, Bundesliga, 18-year-old superstar, 17.
Yeah,
he could break the boundary. I don't know if Kai Havertz would get a class named after him, Jason.
maybe if he kicked on from that Champions League winning goal.
A masterclass in failure as well. Now, in fairness, that Champions League goal is all he ever needs to do. He's kind of like Mario Götze. He's like, okay, yeah, it doesn't really matter now, does it?
Yeah, I've had a moment.
Chelsea have won 2 Champions Leagues, and I'm the reason they won one of them, basically.
Yeah. Right.
Okay,
So
let the people tell us.
Let the people tell us, what should the 2018-19 class of rookies be known as retrospectively?
17-18 was also a class. Why was that left out?
I just got tired.
COVID fatigue.
Well, what's 17-18?
Top scrum, they say it's Mbappe, but his rookie was technically before that.
That's what I mean. It just breaks
down.
Call
it the Mbappe class, or you just don't have rookies in it, I think.
I just think I call 2018-19 with those rated rookies
the start of soccer cards.
Well, it's like the start of like the modern rookie class.
The start of actual genuine like releases that are coming out all the time. Next year I have this. Whereas the 17-18 you just call that like the first year Chrome.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then you have your first year Prism and Select, and I just love that there was that early run of super premium shit that just hasn't happened since.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so weird because like they were really testing the waters. They said, let's throw them all out, see what sticks.
Yeah, let's try Select, let's try this, let's try that.
Oh.
Yeah.
National Treasures coming out flawless, all this impeccable.
Very strange. So yeah, let us know about that. And we'll talk about it on Thursday. So now, how long have we been going for? Like 10 minutes?
That COVID fatigue, you're already like, how long?
No, I'm just wondering because I have some stuff here.
What's going on here?
It's not going to be a super long episode.
Okay.
Just for everyone to know. Right, we have to talk about the fact that
you say that like they can't see how long it is.
Well, I like to think
clicked on it. When they clicked on it, they could see how long was left.
Oh, but I like them to know that I know it's not going to be a long show.
That this production is on point. That you know.
Yeah, that I've planned it that way.
Okay, all right.
I don't want them. If I'm sitting here going, clear your schedule is going to be at least another hour, and then it ends 20 minutes later, they're going to say this guy has no idea of his own
regard.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Now we should talk about Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I know what you're looking for.
I'm not looking for it. I have it. I just love that they're all within an arm's reach. Do you know why I'm gonna show this, Jason? Because this card signifies the greatest ever goal scorer.
Yeah.
This was club and country, because people are getting confused. 768 career goals, which means Portugal included.
But tell us what date was that on?
Oh my god. No, I don't know.
It's not saying the front or anything, no?
No, it's not dated. It's when he got his 768 career goal. If you want to,
but why would it not tell? Why wouldn't it tell us?
Why would they not date a moment like that? Because it doesn't matter.
Okay. So anyway, yesterday on the 9th of October, 2022.
Look at you dating. Do you think they're going to put out another card? I hope not.
No, I don't think so.
Cool.
Cristiano Ronaldo hit his 700th club career goal.
Woo!
Wow. And I'll break those down for you by club. 450 of that 700 were for Real Madrid.
It says that on the back of my card.
144 were for Manchester United, 101 were for Juventus, and 5 were for Sporting Club de Portugal.
Yeah.
So wow, what an achievement!
Do you know how many international goals he scored at the time this card was made?
75.
102. Put respect on Cristiano's name.
So wow, what an achievement!
It was a great goal. Martial came off injured because otherwise he was on the bench. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And Casemiro, it was good. I watched the game. I watched the Arsenal game as well. People have been giving us stick for not talking enough about Arsenal.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Arsenal today. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, that game was on first, but all right. Ronaldo, it was a really good goal.
Yeah, it was.
He couldn't hit a barn door in Cyprus.
Oh my god, that was just
It was
sad.
like sad, wasn't it? It was sad. It was like,
It was
oh.
like it was sad, but it
And
was
they kept
also
trying to
like,
pass it to him as well.
oh, disgusting.
That was horrible. I
It's
think
not a
Anthony was through
testimonial.
1-on-1 and tried to pass, and it was
Yeah,
like,
no,
it's not.
you
Yeah,
have to score.
It's not a testimonial.
What would he? It's like, what would he do in that situation? He wouldn't
Well,
pass to you. He'd score.
yeah, but that was nuts.
That's why he's him and you're you, because you're trying to pass to him.
3 goals in a row in the Premier League. First time that's happened for a Man United player from Anthony, who was also
That's
part
right.
of the Jude class, kind of a silent part of the Jude class because
Yeah.
he doesn't really get talked about much. But no, Cristiano Ronaldo, I think he won the ball back initially, or Casemiro won the ball back. Ronaldo was doing well.
Yeah, he was doing. He obviously came on. Martial got injured, and he came on with a determination.
Yeah, he's like, I'm fucking getting back into this team. Fuck you, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was very, very well taken goal. But yeah, it was very sad to see everything that happened before that in the other game. But like, he is still good. Like, I know the debate just keeps going on. Is he better with him? I just don't get it. Like, he's still fully capable of banging in goals.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird one.
Just to put it in context, there was a great stat from Sam Homewood on Twitter. If Cristiano Ronaldo never scores again and Erling Haaland also plays until he's 38, Haaland will need to score 43 goals a season for the next 16 years just to level CR7's career total.
Like, Jesus fuck. And does that make no sense? I like, you look back and go, wait, how did we get here? When did Ronaldo score all them goals?
At Real Madrid.
Oh, I know.
When no one was looking, he was banging them in against everyone in Spain. The interesting thing is, like, I put that on Twitter or something, and a couple of people came in and said, sure, Haaland can obviously do that. And you know what? I feel like a lot of people that are in this hobby
are new to the sport,
have not seen the full length and breadth of a career ever. Do you know? So maybe just be quiet.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Haaland
might not get that this year.
No. Like, you're more than welcome to be new to the sport, but like, and we're happy to have you. But just don't give it all. Just cool off.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what Ronaldo and what Messi have done over that period of time. That's the key thing. Over that period,
it's the longevity and the consistency that's impressive.
Yeah,
like it's not an easy thing to just keep going on and on and on. Like Pep Guardiola was asked a couple of times about Haaland and comparing him to Messi and stuff, and he said a couple of things. Pep said one of the differences between Haaland and Messi is that what Haaland needs a whole team to do, Messi can do it himself. He said Haaland needs his friends around him. Messi can do that on his own. We've all seen that.
Yeah, you can take it from the halfway line and go crazy.
I can just run through, like that Brahim Diaz goal. Did you see that against Juventus? The AC Milan. That was really good.
Did I see it?
But yeah, and the other thing he said was, Pep said, I've probably seen in my career 12 or 15 new Messis, and it's never happened. So, stop asking me about it, basically.
Yeah, stop. Pep misses Messi still.
Yeah, he's like, please, no, don't remind me. He was so good. So yeah, Cristiano, unbelievable goal scoring record. When you think he didn't even start off as a pure goal scorer.
Yeah, like when you look at, like, he only scored 5 goals for Lisbon. Like, that's so funny because it's like he got his move to Man United not based on goal scoring, obviously.
Yeah, just based on being an electric winger.
Yeah, a fiery winger, which is like, we're seeing that, and this is not to compare, but like, we're seeing that with Vini Jr. Like, he didn't have any end product. Now he has it.
Yeah.
Don't start investing in Vini Jr. thinking he's about to be Ronaldo. He's not. What I'm saying is, like, he was just a classic, fast, pacey, tricky, annoying winger.
Yeah.
Who did too many skills. And he just became this fucking...
Now look at him.
Craziness. Like, yeah.
Exactly. So, it's a good and, like, a perfectly valid thing is, like, at the time of Ronaldo, like, the first time you saw Ronaldo starting to play central and stuff for Man United, you would have been perfectly entitled to go, why is he playing? Or, like, not that he ever really played central for, but when he's, like, started scoring goals, you'd be perfectly entitled to go, like, I don't think he's going to keep this up. I don't think he has it. I think I've seen him play. He comes in off the left. All right, grand. He can score a goal here and there, but he's not going to be this, that, the other. And that would be legitimate. It's easy to look back and say,
oh yeah,
in the same way it's easy to look at Haaland and say this is going to go on for the next 20 years. There's nothing anyone can do about it.
No, that's crazy talk.
Like you never know. Is
Like
the point?
like Haaland has so many good qualities. He's been doing that at every club he's at. But like this City side are just so good at creating really good chances.
Yeah, they create an unbelievable quantity and quality of chances.
So it's like it's a perfect mix. But like that, a team isn't going to stay like that for 5-10 years either. It's going
No,
to be
exactly.
developed.
Yeah,
Now, if Pep's at the helm and he's doing what he's doing, they'll maintain it. They'll keep transforming, bringing in new players to do the same things. Da, da, da.
yeah,
But yeah, I think this year is just going to be interesting. Assuming he stays fit, he could hit any number of goals, and then that's going to set a bar of expectation that is like unrealistic. And the Champions League is going to be one of the most interesting things because at some point they're going to get knocked out of the Champions League if they're not going to win it.
yeah,
Right. And then when that happens, I think everyone's going to be like, "Whoa, but Haaland's the best player in the universe." And it's like, yeah, but you can still lose a game of football.
yeah, yeah. It's
They're
governed
unbeaten
by.
this season, are they not? In the Premier League,
Did they get the draw against Newcastle that time? Yeah, they are.
I
Yeah.
said unbeaten. Oh yeah,
Right. No, sorry, I
yeah.
was thinking, did they lose? But
Yeah, have did. Yeah. No, but that's it. Like they're like it's easy to not realize that City are on an absolute tear,
yeah,
and yet they're still behind Arsenal.
Arsenal. That's right.
Listen,
So anyway, Cristiano Ronaldo, fair play, a lot of goals, still
a lot of
banging out,
goals, son. A lot of goals.
a lot of goals.
Pele's like actually, I got
Yeah,
7,000 for Santos.
uh, the Cristiano Ronaldo PSA 10 Mega Cracks
Mm.
on the 1st of October this year apparently sold for $126,000.
Ooh,
Sold on the 23rd of April 2019 for $2,400. That is a 5,000% upside in 3.5 years. That's
yeah.
from Eric White back on Twitter.
Scaremongers would tell you a few months back or a year back it was going for 200, and that's a 50% loss or something like that. However,
yeah,
I think that's a super, super cheap price for that Ronaldo.
yeah.
But my fear, which I've said to you a few times, Jason, my fear with that card is that I don't think the hobby has broken Portuguese culture yet.
Yeah.
I don't think hobby breaking news has really gone into the Portuguese language and like made waves.
Yeah.
And so the population of that card, because I definitely know the amount of people that sub anything from Portugal to PSA, I can only imagine it's really, really low.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrified that someday that pop will change dramatically.
Yeah, it'll
Now,
explode.
I fundamentally don't believe it can explode like a PSA 10. I don't think. But I'm still scared. I just think like there's a lot of people that might have a lot of binders.
Somebody could find 100 binders or 100 boxes or
You know,
something.
I don't think that no one will find 100 binders, but I think someone somewhere might just have cases of it.
That's what I mean. Yeah, yeah.
But I also, if you have cases, you need to be semi clued in. I don't know. I'm just scared that there's the population there is not all of what it seemed.
That's fair enough. I mean, I know we have some Portuguese listeners. Maybe they'd tell us.
Yeah, they might be like, I've been spending the last 3 years searching, and they're not.
They're not there. They don't exist.
They're not there. Believe me, but they could be somewhere.
So, for any of our listeners on the ground there in Portugal, let us know. Have you tried to look for them, and how have you been getting on? Right now, we have to talk about Der Klassiker in Germany on Saturday evening. Borussia Dortmund hosting Bayern München, and it looked like it was one of those things where I thought Dortmund looked better than they have in a derby in a long time. And it was one of those things where no matter what's happening, Bayern always just win. It's 2-0, 74 minutes to go. Anthony Modeste, who's taking a lot of flack, especially when in the hobby because he's not one of the young guns, came on. Karim Adeyemi came on late as well, really changed the game. But Modeste provided an assist for Yusufa Moukoko to make it 2-1. Moukoko became the youngest ever scorer in their Klassiker.
He's the youngest ever, a lot of things.
He is indeed.
He pushed Neuer to the ground. That was iconic.
That's a tops down. Give me the tops down of that.
People love that. People like when he pushed him on the ground, I was just I loved it.
That's mentality. That's a national icon you're pushing on the ground. I don't care. You play for Bayern, you're a scumbag.
That's what that was. I loved it. He had man like he scored saying we're getting back into it. He tried to grab the ball, ran back, celebrating, hyped up the crowd. I was
proper.
Oh.
Yeah. And then Anthony Modeste missed an absolute sitter, but made up for it in the 95th minute, 4th minute, by getting in at the back post, putting it past Manuel Neuer, and it was a draw.
In front of the yellow wall?
Right in front of the yellow wall. It was a draw that felt like a win for Borussia Dortmund. A comeback. And what a moment. Oliver Kahn had a meltdown in the stands. Did you see he was sitting with the other Bayern directors? He slid out of his seat, became an iconic image.
He couldn't believe it.
Couldn't believe it.
I'm to say,
yeah.
What's going on in Germany, Jason? The league table.
Yes.
Bayern are third.
That's right.
Dortmund are level with them on points now in fourth. Now anything could happen. Obviously, we know Bayern tend to kind of flex their muscles and get the job done, but Germany is fairly open this year, and obviously Bayern are still trying to adapt to life without Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah, I mean, like Bayern are not having a great season, but usually what happens is they beat Dortmund anyway.
No
matter what their run of form is, they always beat Dortmund. And I thought Dortmund looked up for this in a way that they usually don't. Like, one of the most common complaints I would have for Dortmund is like, you give Bayern so much respect, like you let them just waltz through you. But like, there was tackles going in. Jude
was the captain, was he?
Jude was maybe he was captain when someone came off.
Royce, maybe.
Royce was injured. Did Mats Hummels come off and Jude got the captaincy or something like that?
Because I was seeing that he was the captain, but I don't.
I think he had the armband on after somebody went off.
Hummels went off at halftime.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, it was very, very exciting.
I think it helped that like Bayern weren't top of the league when they met.
Oh, of course, yeah. Bayern were going in with like more baggage than they usually do.
But not even that. It's just from Dortmund's point of view. They're like, this isn't this unstoppable first in the league team. They're struggling a bit, and we're going to make sure they don't have a come up off us. But at the same time, that has happened in the past, and they still lose.
Yeah, exactly. I think Robert Lewandowski not being there, obviously, if your goal a game man isn't there, there are some games where you need that goal.
Yeah, of course.
There was a whole little flutter of Moukoko sales on October 9th after his heroics. Anthony Modeste got nothing, but I assume he'll get a tops now for that. Now, bigger news on Moukoko, Enzo. Have you seen this thing about the auto? He's changed his auto.
Oh, yeah. I sent you ignored me. I sent you a Bundesliga finest that's on eBay.
Yeah, I have it here in front of me.
Yeah, I sent that to you and you ignored it. So
I probably have COVID.
Way before he scored that goal. No, way before he even had COVID.
I have COVID, brain fog.
No, before he even scored that goal, I pointed out, I said, hey, look at this.
I don't remember that.
And you didn't care. And then he scores a goal, and now it's the biggest thing you care about, is it?
I don't remember that.
We sold our auto technically at a terrible time.
So, everyone watching the video can see this is the auto on the card that Enzo sent me, which I have no recollection of.
I didn't send you that one. I sent you a Top's Finest Bundesliga of 5 Moukoko auto, which I thought was interesting.
Oh, I do remember that, but I didn't note the auto at the time.
Well,
you have to lay it out, put in all caps. Look at this auto. It's different to the one we have. Then I go, oh.
Does that do bad things for our auto? People are going to look at ours. It's already graded now, but people are going to look at ours and go, that's not Moukoko's auto.
Well, I don't know. That's this
Or is it cool? It's like, no, this is what his auto used to be because it's so old school.
There's the old school one. It's basically just like a kind of oval.
And
then this new one has like a kind of whole vertical thing going on.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Very strange. There are some similarities.
I can't denote anything from either one, though. How is that? Is that a Y? What is that?
I don't know what that is. And I don't know what that is either.
That's what I'm saying.
So we've gone from, it's not like we're like, sometimes players, what will commonly happen is early in their career, they write out their whole name. Because they're rookies and they're not, and then they get popular and they're signing autographs all day, every day, and they just develop a scribble.
Yeah.
But that Moukoko, he kind of had already got a kind of a logo more than an autograph.
Yeah.
And then he changed it to a different one. So who knows what's going to happen with that?
The vertical nature of that is, ooh.
I mean, it's a whole different way of signing your name. Like, even like if he had just changed making an oval shape is one thing.
Yeah.
But to go like that and that, like what?
I think it's cool though. I think it does actually separate the early autos from the others. Like it's another people that really know are like, oh, this is what
that's his first auto.
Now if they still have stickers from back in the day, we might end up seeing. Well, I don't think we will. I don't know.
Who knows? Strange, anyway.
Yeah, strange all the same.
So that was that. And then you mentioned that you were watching the Arsenal-Liverpool game.
Ooh-wee.
What a match. The most entertaining fixture in Premier League history. Lived up to its Hype, more goals than any Premier League fixture.
Martinelli.
Wow.
You forget what class of rookies he's from, but and he's kind of technically from 2 if you count his sticker and then you count his Merlin, but
and then you count his Prism that has also got a rookie logo. He's in 3. He's in all 3.
Electric.
Yeah, brilliant. Very interesting to see this season. Like Martinelli, who had previously wanted to play central, is out in the wing and he's having a great time. Gabriel Jesus, who previously was out in the wing, is playing central. He's having a great time. It's a good lesson in the importance of positioning. There are good players playing out of position that you don't realize are actually good players.
That's true. I just think Arsenal look great.
And they look so good.
They're enjoying themselves. They're together. They have a bit of steel in the team as well.
Yeah.
And they just have a lot of flair up front. Like, it's just good to watch. Mikel Arteta, is he actually a good manager? Are we discovering that?
Looks like it.
He got a lot of bullying when he first took the job.
That's right. And he spent a lot of time, like you look at the All or Nothing documentary and you're going, this is ridiculous. But what you don't realize is that's not for a viewing audience. That's not for us. That's for the players.
For the people.
That's for the people he needs to actually communicate with.
Huge
I think
game.
Only 2 of the Arsenal players are over 25. Like I think it's Xhaka and maybe Zinchenko. Does that sound right?
I'll tell you now what age Zinchenko is. I have a card of his right here. I have everything. He's 96 December. No, he's 25 at the minute and he's turning 26 on the 15th of December.
Oh, I know who it is. Thomas Partey. That's who's older than 25. I think he's 29.
There's a Zinchenko autograph.
Nice.
These are unplanned props, but I have them all.
Wow. Amazing. If you're not watching the video, you're missing out on some images of cards. So Arsenal are still top of the table. It was kind of thrown at them early on in the season that winning all the games, but you're not playing anyone good. And then they went and they got beaten by Man United and everyone went, haha, see? And then they beat Spurs and now they beat Liverpool.
Yeah, no. Huge win against Liverpool because they kind of know City are on absolute fire and they probably will be all year. So there isn't really room to slip up.
No.
And when you're playing against Liverpool, that's obviously someone that can obviously beat you.
And Liverpool that are desperate to get back into the league.
Yeah, but they're struggling big time. And I was saying to my brother, who's a Man United fan, if Man United and Liverpool's positions in the league were swapped right now, Man United would be getting so much stick.
Oh, yeah.
All the pundits would be going, this is Ten Hag's terrible. What's going on? Man United are a shambles. Liverpool are getting a pass.
Yeah, well, Klopp has a lot of credit in the bank.
No, he does. But they're just getting a pass. Like, they're doing really, really bad.
Yeah. It's not, even just looking at the Liverpool setup that they had, he was playing like a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-4, depending on how you look at it. Like, Mo Salah is way too far away from the goal. He's supposed to be playing at the edge of the 18-yard box. He's back on the halfway line. Like, what's he doing? He's never been that guy that drops deep, takes the ball, and Messi style runs. He needs to be in the pocket, in the channel.
Yeah. Trent got an injury, which is big for England, or not big for England because he probably wouldn't have been picked anyway.
Yeah.
But that could impact his World Cup. And that kind of gave me that was one of them moments in the game where I was like, we're a few weeks away from a World Cup. Anytime a player goes down, get scared.
Exactly.
Scared. I think Messi had an injury too recently, so that's
terrifying. Did. He's out for tomorrow's game against Benfica.
Terrifying.
And then Bukayo Saka scored 2 goals, including a penalty. He's a little star.
That penalty. Because
really good.
He cannot step up to a pressure penalty without everyone just thinking of.
Immediately you think of it. Yeah.
So he must be thinking of it a little bit as well.
Completely, and he still does it.
Oh.
And just looking at their stats for the season, Gabriel Jesus now has 5 goals. Martinelli has 4 goals. Martin Odegaard has 3 goals. Saka has 4 assists. Xhaka. Granit Xhaka looks suddenly incredibly competent.
Yeah. He still looks like a man that'll get a red card at some point, but probably for the right reason.
Exactly. And like Gabriel Jesus, 8 goal contributions, Saka 7, Martinelli 6. That's just clicking. And it's a real shame that Saka and Martinelli both have kind of confusing rookie card situations.
Do
you know, like Martinelli spread across 3 years?
Yeah, not great.
I like the Merlin from the Jude class is probably what I'd go for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the Prism is a full year late.
No, fuck the Prism. Like the sticker, I respect you being like this.
Yeah, the sticker you can say is that's the true rookie.
Yeah.
And then, but Panini, it would be different if like Panini printed it like, and then they were just contradicting tops, but they're contradicting themselves and tops, and it just makes no sense.
No, I get that. The Prism, I wouldn't go near the Prism.
No.
The sticker though, I would go like I was saying this to you, Jason, I can just talk about like people often ask us like, do stickers still matter? Do they not? Do they do? And we always kind of almost like, not anymore. We're kind of past it. Da, da, da. But that's without kind of putting a framework around it and a context around it.
Yeah.
That Martinelli sticker in a PSA 10, by all accounts, is a good sticker. Will it go for more than it would have won Merlin? No, but it doesn't have to. It'll go for more than a PSA 10 of a different sticker from the same set.
Yeah, exactly.
There's still value there. It's just a different group.
It's still valued highly relative to other stickers.
It's still relevant that it's his first release.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it should sell for more than a high-end card from Merlin with a rookie logo on it. But it's also worth something, especially if he keeps performing well. It's still significant.
Yep, agreed. Interesting that Gabriel Jesus and Gabriel Martinelli neither were picked for the latest Brazil squad in the round of friendlies just gone. So it'll be interesting to see do either of them make the
Brazil is so good.
Brazil is so stacked that who knows.
Like who would you have up front for Brazil?
I think we've talked about this recently, but
yeah. There's so many.
I mean, like you look at, I don't see how Gabriel Jesus.
Oh, he should be.
Doesn't go like
because they don't really have.
No, I know like he had a terrible time in 2018, but it's the perfect redemption arc to not score any goals. Like there's never been a Brazilian striker that's gone to the World Cup and not scored any goals.
Sure, Giroud scored none and won the World Cup.
That's true.
So it's not. And he contributes more than scoring goals. But like Martinelli's tough because you have Neymar, you have Vini Jr., and you have
Rodrigo, you have Anthony.
Rodrigo. Yeah,
it's very tough. Gabriel Jesus has a lot of nice early cards. He has a 2015 Palmeiras sticker, but then he also has 2017 Topps Chrome. He has 2017 Select. He has 2018 World Cup Prism. So
he has Obsidian as well.
He's Obsidian, so he has a lot of nice cards, and hopefully the Arsenal fans enjoy that. There's a fella, Stephen McInerney, on Twitter who made a very funny tweet. Pep got so bored of strolling the Premier League that he's literally made a challenger in Arteta and given him a couple of quality players to get him going. Fair play.
That's funny.
So funny. Pep just like creating his own challenger. I'll tell you how to do this. You go, here's Jesus, here's Zinchenko.
Do it.
All right, have a go with us. Come on now. Hit me. You know?
That's funny.
And Arsenal are winning the league so far.
Yeah, but
you can't see them maintain it over a season, can you?
No, because who's going to be more consistent, the Arsenal front line or Haaland?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, look at what happened at Southampton there on Saturday. They stuck 2 or 3 fellas on Haaland at all times, and 3 other players scored.
That's like the first attempt at stopping Haaland.
It's the first time anyone's considered stopping Haaland.
But they did it wrong. So the other managers got to go, oh yeah, if you put an extra man on him, City will rip through you. I
mean, what I've been thinking about is when Mourinho stuck Ander Herrera on Eden Hazard, made him follow him around all game, and said, we don't need 2 or 3 fellas on him. We just need one person
always there
who has nothing else to do.
The problem with Haaland is like Hazard will pick it up deeper and will make movements and will get behind. Haaland's just central.
Yeah, how are you not going to stand?
It's tough.
You're going to stand the penalty spot with him. Like what's going on?
And his movement, it's different.
Yeah,
hard to stop a poacher. Like their whole thing is that they'll shimmy one way, go the other way, and the ball will just end up where they shimmy.
Yeah, it's like they were talking to various like old former centre halves. They're talking to Martin Keown, and he was saying, he had that very classic English answer. He said Haaland would have to go through me, and it's like that's a perfectly legitimate thing. But then it turns out he can.
He's huge.
That's what's so confusing about it. It's like. Usually you would say, if you're going to go to the goal, you have to go through me. But then he's like a big Hulk, so he just does go through you.
He'll do it. He did that against, I can't remember which team it was, when he was running through, he split the defence, he ran through, but he purposely just positioned his body so one centre-back just couldn't do anything. Yeah. Unless they wanted to foul him and give him a penalty. Van Dijk was the closest one to put him in the pocket, but in reality, that was his very first competitive game for City. And he missed an absolute sitter as an open goal, but in reality, 9 times out of 10, he puts that in the back of the net.
Yeah.
So it's good, and it's going to be great.
I heard
Champions League. I want to see them come up against Real Madrid, and then we'll see.
Yeah, then we'll see.
Then we'll see what's up. Like, how will Real Madrid handle him? Because Carlo Ancelotti and the Real Madrid team.
Yeah.
If they can't handle him, then he's unhandleable.
Yeah, I mean, like, I believe the best example of handling him would be when he was playing against Bayern. Lucas Hernandez was always sent kind of in like a one. That's your battle, like and people were saying, well, he scored 8 goals against Bayern Munich in the time he was there, and it's like, yeah, but that's not a lot for Haaland. Like the qualifier, because you can let Erling Haaland score 1 goal and you can win the match 2-1. You don't need to stop him scoring at all. You just need to stop him scoring freely so that you can actually have a chance to win the game.
But like they just like Mahrez, like you forget how quality he is.
Oh yeah, Mahrez, Bernardo Silva.
If he's not scoring, which he can easily do, he'll just set it up.
I mean, look at like Joao Cancelo in that game against Southampton. Like, what's wrong with him? Like, he's unbelievable.
Well, yeah, what is he?
What's his whole thing? Like, he's like, yeah.
Where's his hobby hype? Because quite frankly, he's one of the best players.
If Kevin De Bruyne was doing the stuff that Joao Cancelo does from fullback, it would be like, or if Trent or Reece James or anyone
from the opposite fullback. Normally, he's a right back.
Yeah, that's right. He can play either side.
He's like, all right, I'll play left back, no problem, and I'll be one of the most creative.
And
players.
He's hitting those outside of the boot lofted passes. Holy!
Some of the teams, Jason, going into the World Cup, I'm so utterly intrigued about what formation, system, and lineup they're going to use. Because some of them, like Brazil, like Portugal, and France as well, to a degree, have so many quality players in so many different positions.
Yeah.
Because they could slap Nuno Mendes left back and put Cancelo right back, but Dalot is on some crazy shit right now, so they're going to probably have Cancelo left back, Dalot right back.
Yeah.
Did you see the stuff Dalot was doing? Like
he's kind of
what is he eating? Is he learning from Cancelo? Like, what's going on there?
Who knows? He looks more confident now than he did. And then the last player I wanted to mention today on our little kind of
Harry Kane. Can I talk about him for a second?
Go ahead.
Look, yeah, just because I have a prop. Harry Kane.
Yeah.
I think he has 8 goals in 9 Premier League games, which any other season he'd be getting plaudits. The only problem is Haaland has 15. Yeah.
No, that's true. I mean, Harry Kane, I think one of the reasons that his stock hasn't kept rising is that when you look at him for England, it's just like, are you not the captain of this team? Like, what's going on here? Like,
yeah, that's fair.
He walks around.
Had an injury prior to the World Cup and he just wasn't quite at it. I feel he just never, even though he's been scoring goals, he never bounced back.
No, it never seemed like he did bounce back. Like, when you look at him in this World Cup, I wouldn't be confident. He doesn't seem like, for England anyway, and everyone plays for England's like this, it doesn't seem like he's going to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and let's go and win it.
If England are coming up against a top nation, I don't think anyone's like, Harry Kane today, right? Like all the centre backs. Sorry, it's Harry Kane. Let's keep an eye on him. Let's really. It's like,
and in theory, like there's no one,
and they should, because his numbers are good enough that they should be scared. I don't think,
and there's nothing he can't do. Like there's examples of him doing pretty much everything you need to do to be
dropping deep, letting go of a lot of the very good English wingers.
Yeah,
it's a weird one. Maybe just because he plays for Spurs.
Well, you've got to win trophies.
Wanted to get my I'm coming up against this number 9 who has never won a medal. Okay.
Okay,
I'm Raphael Varane. It's fine.
Big fan, yeah. I wanted to mention an Italian, Gianluca Scamacca, who is the highest scoring Italian player in all competitions across Europe's Big 5 leagues this season.
We're not doing great, those Italians.
Only Haaland, Kane, and Phil Foden have scored more in the Premier League.
Yeah, it's rare to see an Italian go abroad and do well.
It's extraordinary.
And it's rare to see West Ham. They seem to just always like an Italian.
Yeah, they do have Italian heritage.
Yeah, they do.
Who knows what's going on with that? But it's amazing. And he scored a goal against Fulham, which all the Fulham fans said was a handball. So whatever about that. But like
the handball things that have been going on this week have been really weird.
Have been crazy. No one understands what the handball rule is supposed to be or how the Premier League are enforcing it. But regardless of that, the technique that he used to score was very good. And I saw their Europa Conference League game against Anderlecht as well. He scored there. He's very good. He's very good.
Oh, he is.
And again, it goes to that thing of he would be talked about as being a big success if Haaland wasn't setting
crazy shit,
unbelievable levels.
I don't know where like the Haaland hype is going to go from here. Assuming he keeps scoring, what do they do? Yeah. What do they say? Because it's literally like every week, even like Pep Guardiola now is just like, Like Pep Guardiola in his last press conference literally said, "Oh, I'm angry with Haaland. He only scored 1 goal, not 3."
Yeah.
So the petition, he literally said, so the petition to have him banned from the Premier League for being a robot won't happen because he's not a robot anymore. But it's like you could only dream of investing in a rookie card that then moves to the Premier League.
Yeah.
And then like these are the things that Pep, one of the greatest managers ever, is saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a joke petition online to have him removed from the league because he's so good.
Yeah.
Like that's like if we're playing best case scenario.
This is the best case scenario.
So what happens?
Well, you've got to win trophies.
You've got to do it in the Champions League.
Like imagine if now, like obviously
he's not going to the World Cup.
I don't think this is going to happen, but like if Haaland scores 60 goals this season
in the Premier League,
in the
every
all competitions, 60 goals this season, Arsenal win the league, and City get knocked out in the semi-finals of the Champions League, then you can take your 60 goals and fuck off. It doesn't matter. Look at Harry Kane.
No, I think something like if he actually breaks the single season Premier League goal scoring record,
that could be something.
That is something.
Yeah. But then do people care about records?
It's hard to know what they care about.
Yeah.
But like Michael Owen, who it took him 48 games to get 3 Premier League hat-tricks. Haaland, this is Michael Owen. Ballon d'Or winner at like 10 years of age. Michael Owen. Scared the shit out of Argentinia's defense. All this. 40 games less it took him to get 3 hat-tricks. He did it in 8. Michael Owen was the Premier League record holder in 48. It's like it's almost unfathomably incredible that everyone's just kind of like standing back and not
because
even...
it's you can't.
You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to say, is it because the City team is the best team ever? And you're like, they're not the best team ever. Maybe they are. Are they just dominant? What like?
Yeah, it's like such an outlier that it's kind of like what I have to normalize that result. I
can't just invest in. I need to understand that because that could be a huge peak that's going to go down because
what's gone on there?
Something's happening. Yeah,
it's like it's almost it's so many goals that it almost changes how we should value goals.
Oh, that's going to happen. It feels like Mbappe going to the World Cup as a 17-year-old, going crazy, winning it, scoring in the final.
Yeah.
Now, when this World Cup happens and an 18-year-old doesn't do all that, people are going to be like, this is bullshit.
Yeah. It's like,
great.
You look at Haaland, it's like, right, well, we're going to have to start adjusting. Going to be like, there's pre-Haaland goals. Like, Michael Owen took 48 pre-Haaland games to score 3 hat-tricks, whatever it is.
And
like
it's like what Callum Wilson and...
Mikel Antonio on their podcast.
They were saying there needs to be a silver boot because the golden boot, Haaland gets that.
Yeah, that's just whatever. That's his own thing.
Kane came out and said something along the lines of like, golden boot race is not over yet, son. Kane is like, this is the only award I've ever won, and I'm not letting it go.
Yeah. I'm not going to win these. You just stick to your team trophies. You let me win the
player of the year.
But yeah, and I just wanted to mention that the highest Gianluca Scamacca card that I could find was a PSA 10 gold Panini Contenders Optic rookie ticket that was sold on August 7th. So congratulations to whatever that was $1,000. Yeah. Congratulations to whatever West Ham fan picked that up. This concludes our show today.
Oh, Jason, I'm sorry to hear you have COVID. I'm happy to hear you got it after we hung out and found out before we hung out.
Yeah. You've survived a brush with COVID.
Yeah, I've been spared.
You've been spared. I mean, hopefully there is a case. Hopefully you're back on Thursday. There is, of course, a scenario where I'm very sick on Thursday. And
no, Thursday seems too soon, Jason.
Yeah, but we'll see. If I'm like this, we can podcast till the cows come home.
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean you might? There might not be a Zoom on Thursday.
That's what I mean. Oh yeah.
I was saying I can't be in your house on Thursday.
No, certainly not. But I'm saying I might not be. If this follows the pattern, the last time I had COVID, I'm going to be bits on Thursday. But I don't think it will follow that.
Get fluids into you, Jason. Relax a little bit.
All of that.
Just work on the day 3 of the national.
Yeah, there's actually some missing. I'll tell you off the air. Right.
Oh my god.
Okay. Right. Goodbye.
Bye, gang.